This week I chose Knock Knock, My Dad's Dream for Me by Daniel Beatty. This was a 2014 Notable Children's Book Award in the Language Arts. This book was about a boy who started out the story with his dad, and they had a wonderful relationship. They were good friends. They played this game called Knock Knock in the morning, and the little boy, would jump into his dad's arms, and his dad would tell him he loved him. Then one day the little boy woke up and his dad wasn't there to play the game. So we see Daniel get upset. He leaves a note for his dad for 2 months and doesn't hear anything. And then one day, his dad responds to the note on his desk saying he won't return home. We don't know where the dad went. The author doesn't really say, but then as he goes through reading this note, we see Daniel grow as a boy and live his life to start a family, to get a job, and you see him become happier by the end of the story, but he still remembers his dad growing up. The pictures were watercolored and collages. They look pretty abstract. So this is the boy and his family. You can see very colorful, and it just shows his interactions going on throughout the book. Here he is, he's sad. This is when he gets the letter from his dad and starts to read it. I enjoyed this book because it would show students how to overcome when a time's rough or any sort of adversity. You see the little boy in the story, he goes from his dad leaving to being successful, to having a good life and being happy by the end of the story. There's also a poem by the author as well that has the same story, but he tells it a little differently. So for my activity, I would have my students, we would read the book, we would listen to a poem, and they would get in a group, or on their own, they would write about the differences and similarities between the two. Then in the group, I would have them create a Venn diagram together, talking about the similarities and differences between the poem and the book, and then share it with all the other groups in the class.